Minecraft. Let our battles begin. Something like that. I am so excited and I just can't hide it. It is time for episode 1 of Exploration Tactics with Brian, Season 5. We are doing the ultra-hardcore Complete the Monument version of Exploration Tactics. I expect that some people may be new, and so I'm going to do a little bit of repetition from what I said. Episode 0 is basically a summary of the season's challenge, but I'm going to, as I gather some initial resources and whatnot in this world, kind of repeat things for anyone who is just catching up. But basically, we are going to do a vanilla survival let's play with a couple of twists. And so one is we're playing things in ultra-hardcore mode, which basically the main thing is no health regeneration from a full stomach. So as I lose hearts, I won't be able to gain them back unless I manage to get golden apples or instant health potions. And there are a number of other restrictions kind of in the general vein of ultra-hardcore that I'm also imposing on myself. We can't use regen potions, so even if we kill ghast in the nether and get ghast tears, we're not allowed to use those. We cannot go branch mining. We're going to be doing our mining in caves. We cannot use villager trading, so any of the items that we get, we're going to kind of get on our own. We're not just going to find a village and trade with all the villagers for all the things we need. Wow! 1.6 is new to Brian, plus 2 attack damage. Fascinating. There are a number of features of 1.6. I am somewhat familiar with the update, just because it's been hard to avoid some things about the update, but I've watched very little of people playing in 1.6, and I'm sure there's a number of features that I don't know about, and so if you see me being surprised by things, that's why. And so the little kind of like tooltips that talk about the attack damage of different items is something that I didn't really know. Alright, I think that's enough stone to make some initial stone tools. And I'm still trying to go and walk you guys through all the things I want to talk about here. Let me just go ahead. I have a lot of practice with ultra-hardcore in terms of making initial tools and things. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to chop down some more trees as I continue talking. So I was saying no branch mining, no villager trading, no using F3 for coordinates. That was something that was suggested when I was originally introducing the challenge at the end of last season by viewers, and I decided that that was indeed a good rule to impose on myself. And so I have a habit of hitting F3, and so I may accidentally bring it up a few times, and I might also bring it up as a way to check north, south, east, west. But I'm not going to look at the coordinates. And I don't mind checking north, south, east, west, because anytime you put down a piece of cobblestone, there's kind of in the corner of the cobblestone texture, there's this L that you can use in order to figure out which way is north. And so effectively, so long as you have cobblestone in your inventory, which is like 100% of the time, it's always the case that you kind of have a way to get a compass in Minecraft, and I'm going to have a hard enough time without using the coordinates for not getting lost, and so I will occasionally check out the cardinal directions, I expect. And I'll also probably just hit F3 without thinking about it accidentally and then go whoops and take it off the screen, so you'll have to forgive me for that. No beds is going to be one of the tough ones. Without a bed, basically our spawn point, which is back over under the monument, is going to be our spawn point for the entire game. And in addition to not being able to reset a spawn point, which means it's going to be hard to do long-distance traveling, and we're going to need to do it because we're going to need to find a mushroom biome, for example. We'll talk about that more in a moment. In addition to not being able to reset my spawn point, I also have to deal with the night and the weather in Minecraft as they happen. And so that'll make things more fun and challenging and exciting as well. I think that might end up being like the toughest rule for me. We'll see how that goes. Up on the right-hand side of the screen, I'm using the scoreboard. You'll see that there's a score that shows how many times I've died and how many of the Complete the Monument, CTM, blocks I have achieved. I didn't go and take a look at the monument because it's kind of up in the air at the beginning of this episode, but it's right up there, and there are 24 blocks that I need to obtain in order to complete the challenge. 2 of those blocks are the dragon egg and a beacon, which means I have to kill the dragon and defeat the wither. And so this is going to be a long-running Let's Play series. This isn't going to be something that we're going to knock out in an afternoon or something here. So that'll be exciting. We're about halfway through the day. I would like to kill... Actually, let's go ahead and get a little bit of food cooking up. I would like to kill enough animals that I have a good amount of food, and ideally, from one of these swamp trees, I was hoping to get an apple to fall from the leaves, so that I might have an apple in case I need to make a golden apple in my first night's caving. And I didn't really notice around here if there's any caves. This is a fresh world that I just spawned with a random seed. Looks like there's a cave actually right up here. It's going to be above ground, though. Did I see any iron in it, though? Hold on. No, I don't think I do. And yeah, I might need to make some charcoal for some torches if I don't immediately find some coal. This is just a random world that I spawned. And so there's some coal up there, actually. Let's go ahead. I've got plenty of wood. So I'll put a few more pieces of wood in there to cook that up while I go grab this coal. Yeah, basically the way I did it is I just created a new world with a random seed and then went into creative mode and built the monument where I have to place all the blocks that I eventually collect to complete the challenge. I built the monument, I set up the scoreboard, and I guess pretty much that's it. And then I reset the time of day to like the beginning of the day to then go ahead and get started with the challenge. While I'm upstairs, I've got that. Did I see any reeds? I guess I don't necessarily need to get... I'm very used to playing ultra-hardcore matches, much like the Minecrackers play, where it's a PvP kind of exercise, where you're playing against other players. And I have to remember that that's not the case here. And so I can kind of take my time. I can set up, you know, like farms and breed cows and different things like that. And so I need to be a little bit in a little less kind of rush around and be scared of everything kind of mode. Although I do need to be on guard, yes, because something I still haven't mentioned is the death penalty in this particular world. So we'll get to that in just a moment. The water's going down there, so there might be some kind of cave system right there as well. All right, I got at least 1 apple. While I have some daylight, let's take a quick look around. We've got extreme hills over here. All right, here's some chickens, which I could use to get some feathers, which are great. And I wonder, like, should I go ahead and, like, plant a wheat farm on the first day? I think I'll wait. I'm not going to need it immediately. But I will grab these chicken drops. And let's just do kind of a quick circle through the hills here and see if there's any kind of obvious caves. An extreme hills biome is always a little bit dangerous because silverfish blocks can naturally spawn in the extreme hills. And if a silverfish does some damage to me, that is damage I will not be getting my hearts back very soon, and so that's dangerous. There are some pigs here, but I've got a fair amount of food, and so I'm actually going to leave them so that I might come back and breed them near my spawn point in a few episodes. I'm definitely going to stick around my spawn point for the first, I don't know, couple of episodes until I get a little bit situated and have things lit up, so that in case I do die... Oh, hello, I hear zombies. There's got to be... Yep, and I hear a cave noise. So that if I do die, I have somewhere good to kind of like respawn again. Go ahead and kill 1 more chicken. All right, here's some more coal, and it looks like there's a place to go down into a cave system here. But yes, I'm very nervous about... I thought I heard a footstep, and I wanted to make sure there wasn't a creeper right there. It's probably just a sheep walking around or something. I'm very nervous about what things I don't know about the latest version of Minecraft. Okay, the sun's about to set. Let me go ahead and get some torches made. I'll hold on to a little bit of coal for smelting. Make sure I have blocks in my bar. All right, but I think we're ready to head underground. I do have my furnace that I've got so far. All right, so we'll see what happens here. I'm going to leave the water stream there because I might get a bucket and want that. All right. But yes, I'm very nervous about what changes to like mob AI and different things may have happened that I'm not aware of. Okay, so there's a creeper right down there. And so let's go ahead and try to get... Oh, a couple creepers. Hello, guys. And a zombie. Let's go ahead and try to kill them off. I think I was about to start talking about the death penalty and then never did. Ultra hardcore mode, obviously, your health just kind of dwindles away and dwindles away since you can't naturally regenerate it. Here's another zombie. I think I'm safe everywhere else. But nevertheless, I don't think I can complete this entire challenge without dying. And so... Alright, creeper explodes. There's still another creeper down. I hear another zombie. Where is he? Here he is. Yeah, they're going to be streaming in from the surface and finding me all kinds of places, probably. Alright, I think there's still a creeper below me that I haven't killed unless the other one blew it up. And I hear another zombie again. Zombies everywhere. I'm going to go ahead... Okay, here's this guy. Let's go ahead and kill him. Let's see. Let's pick up this coal. Alright, I don't hear anyone again, although I think the creeper is still down here. So let's see if I can take care of him. I'm trying to talk about the death penalty. What happens when I die? I am allowed to respawn. However... And I hear another one. Oh my gosh, zombies everywhere. Alright, we're not going to go down there right now. I can respawn. However, every time I die, I have to donate $111 to Child's Play charity, courtesy of Kurt J. Mack's Far Lands or Bust. And so I think that's going to make it interesting. And indeed, like, it's super exciting for me, and I'm definitely on edge just kind of thinking about that. Alright, we're going to wall this off so that zombies can't walk in that way. And in fact, I think I'll also make it a little bit spider-proof over here too. Alright, so I'm a little bit safer right there, and we've got a little bit of iron, which is great. Not sure if I'm going to start with a bucket or some armor. But it's definitely the case that the death penalty, the penalty for me dying in this world, is going to make it me very... Whoa. Thought I just heard a creeper take damage. Probably fall damage somewhere. The death penalty is definitely going to make it... Hello, chicken. Goodbye, chicken. So that I am incented not to die. I'm going to try very hard to stay alive. But at the same time, if I do die, I know that's always entertaining for folks. And it gives you like something to cheer for. So if you want to root against me, you can say that you're rooting for Far Lands or Bust Child's Play charity. You want them to get more of my money, and therefore you're going to root against me and root for the mobs to kill me. And so that's cool. That is allowed. That's part of the fun of this whole series. Alright, that's where I walked in as well, so let's also just kind of block this off somewhat. I hardly have any blocks here. Let's just kind of mine up a bit more cobblestone to get myself reasonably safe in this little area for the night. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm playing very conservatively, but it's just because I'm so nervous about getting started with this. Okay, so this cave goes in a bunch of directions, and I'm also worried, am I in the extreme hills biome yet? That's another thing I may still use F3 for, to check biomes, even if not coordinates. Alright, I'm still in the plains over here. And I believe I just have 3 more, right, of this. And so, rather than make armor right off the bat, I am actually going to make an iron pick. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and make a second sword, because this one's running low. I like having the pick, just because you're always going to be doing a ton of mining, and a faster pick is just always a super valuable asset. All right, I should keep in mind that a number of the bad guys that I hear are probably on the surface as opposed to inside of this cave. And so, in a sense, that kind of works in my favor. It looks like the cave kind of continues underneath over here, and so I'm going to see if I can dig down in this direction and still find more of this cave. Where, yeah, here we go, where I saw this creeper. Because ideally, I'd like to kind of walk in at the edge of the cave. All right, but it seems like it's quiet down here. All right, there's still experience on the ground there. Here's some more iron. I like narrow caves like this. Where, oh, hello. All right, why don't you go ahead and see me? All right, creepers as always. Explode from a good distance away, but I think I'm reasonably safe here. And here's a bunch more iron, and so this will be great. Let's see, did I talk about kind of all the things at this point in terms of the overall format of the challenge? I think maybe I've covered everything. I don't know. It's very hard for me to stay sufficiently focused on commentary in the first episode, and probably for the first few episodes, while I am trying to stay alive. All right, we're going to make a second furnace, because there's more iron over there that I will want to smelt, kind of in parallel with this. So we will go grab that. And yeah, I should also keep in mind, when you're doing a typical ultra-hardcore PvP kind of session, you typically kind of like cave all the way until you get diamonds. And I need to remember, I don't need to do that. I don't really want to do that. What I should do is just stay underground for the first night, get some iron, and then go back up to the surface and start kind of fortifying my spawn point, as it were. All right. And so I've got a bit of this cooking up, and so now I believe is an appropriate time for me to start making some armor. And so as always, I will start with the chestplate. While some more of that is cooking up, let me just gather some more blocks, because you always want to have blocks in your bar. Very useful to place in front of enemies. All of a sudden, people are coming at you. You can block them off. It's a way to get some time to figure out what you're doing. All right, let's see. Actually, something like that will be good. And I'm going to have enough for some iron pants as well. I don't have a clock, but I am very near the surface, and so it won't be too hard for me to get back upstairs and take a peek at the time. And a clock is made of gold, and gold, basically you need gold to make any kind of regeneration items in ultra-hardcore. If I am to lose any health, the only ways I can get it back... Thought I heard a footstep again. I'm so nervous. Are either via instant health potions, which you can brew with gold and watermelon from the nether, or golden apples, which also take gold and apples, obviously. That's one of the reasons I wanted the apple. All right, and yeah, I'm doing pretty good here. All right, and so at this point, I've got 3 pieces of armor, which is great. So in any case, gold is going to be very important, because without gold, I'm not going to be able to heal. And there's a flint. I will go ahead and dig a tiny bit of gravel. I don't have a bow and arrow yet, but it could be the case, you know, at any given time, I might end up fighting a skeleton and killing one and getting a bow drop, and so having a few arrows right at the start could be useful, because I might kind of fall into a bow out of sheer luck. And so let's go ahead and have 12 arrows on my person. Should that happen? And it's gotten kind of quiet, and so I'm going to try to head back up a little bit and see if it might be daytime on the surface already. Let's add a little bit more light right here. But yes, I'm not using any kind of like timer or clock like I often do when I'm in PvP ultra-hardcore matches. But it does sound pretty quiet on the surface, so let's go take a look and see if it's daytime again. And if so, we will do some more fortification of the spawn point. Yes, there could still be creepers and things out here, so let's be careful. Alright, I hear a spider. There's a spider. Okay, it's daytime, so he should be passive. But spiders can still be dangerous because they'll turn on you if you go and attack them. And so I'm going to do something that's usually very safe. You're not coming at me, right? Okay. You're just doing your little thing. Doing your spider thing. Alright, which is... Actually, he's kind of moved over here, so I'm going to do this. And then hit the spider and walk back here. And now the spider can't reach me, but I can kill him. And I got 2 pieces of string. So we're well on our way to a bow. And at this point, I have a bunch more torches. And so let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, there's all kinds of caves in the extreme hills right here. Crazy area. Let's light up around my spawn point. Where I spawned is actually, in creative mode, I put down 1 piece of sand, just so I had somewhere to mark my spawn point so I wouldn't lose track of it. And it's right below the monument over here. And so basically I just want to add a little bit of torchlight around this area so that if I were to die and it happened to be at night and I respawn, like I at least have kind of a well-lit area right around here. And then I know, especially with my nerves in the first couple of episodes, that the sheep noises over here, when they're walking around and eating the grass, are going to continually startle me. And so I'm going to go ahead and kill some of the sheep over here. And let's see. Yeah, for first episode, yeah, things are going pretty well so far. Not too much high drama. And so I think I might end up going ahead and setting up a wheat farm so that I could start breeding. Well, I guess wheat you can't use to breed pigs. I would need carrots for that. Hadn't thought about that. Could breed cows, although I probably just killed off all the cows over in the swamp who were near this area. But I think I might do... Oh, no, there are some more cows over here in the extreme hills, so that could be good. So I think I will set up an initial farm over here. And so I'll probably do a little bit of a fast motion montage kind of thing here. And so I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, and so I am back just to point out, each time I place water, it's making like the block breaking noise or something. And so I imagine that that's a bug and that that's not intended, but that's definitely something different that's happening over here. I decided I wanted to make, for one thing, before I forget, I have a bunch of oak saplings. And so let's put them somewhere kind of out of the way, but let's plant a few of these because I am going to want more wood. Ooh, is there another cave that goes deep down here? Wow, I didn't even notice that. That'll be a good cave to go into on the next night. Let's go ahead and plant some trees around. Not too many because I don't want the area to be so overgrown with trees that I can't see creepers coming over the horizon. But that's a nice number. I'll put a couple over here as well. But one thing that I wanted to do was have a way to get up to the monument and then safely back down. And so I just put a little water pool over here so I can jump down into the water if I'm coming down from the monument. All right, we got plenty of trees over here too. But I thought I would go ahead and make a way up to the monument because I'm sure I have plenty of wood at this point. And so we'll just kind of like build a little ladder and a way to get up there. Right over here. And so... And then I have 7 coal. I was thinking possibly we could even like place a block on the monument here in the first episode. Yeah, I'll make 18 ladders, sure. It's more than I need, I'm certain. But let's go ahead and... Is this the right place to go up? Yeah, this will work. Build up here. For those of you who didn't watch episode 0 and haven't seen the monument, I need to collect all 12 record discs, and so they will go in the item frames on the top. And I need to get coal block, iron block, lapis, gold, redstone, diamond, emerald block, basically all of those blocks, and quartz, as well as a chiseled stone brick from a jungle temple, mycelium from a mushroom biome, the dragon egg from killing the dragon, and a beacon crafted after killing the wither. All right, and so this should, oh, I hope this hasn't changed, negate all fall damage. Okay, good. I was going to be really unhappy if I ended up taking some kind of fall damage jumping into the water. But we will leave a ladder right here so that we can get up and down to and from the monument. I'll put some more torches kind of right around here. But as we gather blocks and are ready to put them up on the monument, things like coal and iron we should be able to get kind of relatively quickly. But yeah, we'll start getting some points over in the scoreboard over here on the right-hand side of the screen. But I think that's probably a good place to go ahead and end it for today. Nothing too terribly exciting as of yet, but I'm getting myself a little bit established, and I think as night is about to fall, I should probably head down into this cave to continue exploring, and so we will pick back up there next time in Exploration and Tactics with Brian. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon. I'm going to try to make these videos daily, so be subscribed or keep track of my channel for updates. It's time to do some more caving. Bye-bye.